Hi guys, Ken here to help you guys with the physics question, AP physics question. And today's question is a car speedometer that is supposed to read the linear speed of the car uses a device that actually measures the angular speed of the tires. Now, if larger diameter tires are mounted on the car instead, how will that affect the speedometer reading? So, to get to the answer to this question, we need to first understand what angular speed and what linear speed is. So linear speed can be calculated by this equation. Linear speed can also be said as a tangential velocity, and that can be calculated by 2 pi r over t. Now 2 pi r is the circumference, and then t is going to be the period, which is just the revolutions per a period of time. Now angular speed, on the other hand, is calculated by angular displacement by over change over time. Okay, now we have our cars, our unit cars here. Let's say our first car has a speed of has tires with radius of 1 meter. And then we want to get new tires put on, larger tires, which will have radius of 2 meters. Let's make that a little more even. 2 meters. Now, so we have an increase in radii between our first car and our second car. Now, how this affects linear and angular speeds vary, because here in the linear speed equation, we can see that r, radius, is actually a variable in calculating linear speed. Whereas in angular speed, in this equation, we don't have radius as a variable in calculating that speed. So, since we increase the radius in linear speed, and linear speed and radius have a direct relationship, increasing the radius will actually increase the velocity, tangential velocity as well. But let's compare these two cars' speedometer readings. So we have our linear speedometer reading, and we have our angular speedometer reading. Okay, so let's say on our 1 meter radius tires, we have a linear reading of about 20 miles per hour. And our angular speed would also be 20 miles per hour, or radii per hour, radians per hour, but we could just use miles per hour for now. Linear speed here, with the increased radius, will also increase the linear speed to, we'll just assume 30 miles per hour. It'll be a given ratio. Angular speed, however, would be this exact same angular speed between the smaller radius to the bigger radius tires, because again, radius is not a factor or a variable in the angular speed. So, as you can see, linear speed would actually be higher than angular speed. Therefore, angular speed, if a speedometer uses angular speed to measure the speed of the car, it would actually be reading, the answer would be that the speedometer would read low.